You've got the flyers, the cookies, the cute sign-in sheets, but somehow you're still not getting leads from your open houses. What if all those extras are actually working against you? In this episode, I'm going to share the biggest mistakes the agents make at open houses and the simple shift that will help you turn those visitors into serious clients. You worked so hard to pass that real estate exam and you did it. But now what? You've got the license, you've got the knowledge, but the one thing they don't teach you is how to actually get clients. I'm Michelle, and on Open House, Open Mind, I'm going to show you how to stop spinning your wheels, how to start attracting real clients through open houses. No cold calling, no door knocking, and no outdated sales tactics. Just real conversations that turn into real business. Let's get into it. How are you all doing? It is the heart of spring, and it's beautiful outside, and it is the best time to be hosting open houses because the weather is perfect. Well, in Southern California, it's perfect right now, but it's the best time to be planting those seeds, yes, pun intended, and building your business so that, summer and beginning of fall, you can start getting those checks coming in. And then this way, if you want to take off the holidays and spend it with your family, you can do that. So right now, it is the perfect time to get out there and host those open houses. I hope that you guys are out there hosting them. If you are, please tag me. I would love for you guys to tag me when you're at your open houses. And I want to see that you're out there, you're working and you're implementing some of these strategies. Let me know. Share your success stories with me. I look forward to that. One of the reasons I am very passionate about talking about this episode today is that I think it's the number one mistake that's costing you clients at your open houses. And I also think it's the number one thing that people think is the thing to do. So I'm going to tell you a little story about this agent who was posting all of her items she was bringing, and she was kind of asking, she kept posting into the Facebook groups and saying, I'm doing all these things. And she was so discouraged. She said, she was kind of asking, other agents, like, what's going on? Are you guys experiencing this too? She's like, I'm doing all the things. I'm bringing, all the flyers. I have my sign-in sheets ready to go. I have all of these cookies and snacks, and I even baked this. And she's like, I ended up coming home with everything or eating it. And she didn't know what was going on. Sometimes she was getting nobody at her open house. Sometimes she was getting a ton of people at her open house. And they were just, either eating the snacks and then not talking to her. And she just had no solid leads, and she was extremely frustrated. She was also extremely ready to give up. And that just breaks my heart when I see that. Now, what happens when you're new and you have a limited budget and you're watching everybody else do this and you're doing this over and over and you're not getting any solid leads? Well, eventually you're going to get burned out and you're going to quit, and you're going to either say, open houses aren't for me. Let me try this other thing, and let me try this other thing, and let me try this other thing. Or you're just going to quit altogether. And that's one thing I just do not want to happen. So let me flip the script and tell you of the story when I figured out that none of that was needed. I didn't have any flyers. One of the days that I was like running late and didn't have a chance to print flyers. And I had an open house where I would do the open house every week, as often as I could, because it was at a time when the market wasn't moving very fast. And so these listings were sitting on the market for a while. So I just asked the agent, hey, can I host this open house every weekend until it sells? I highly recommend to do that. If you can find something in your neighborhood, in the neighborhood you want to farm, just build a rapport with that agent and host that open house until it sells. This way you're not, fumbling around every weekend trying to book an open house in all these different places. So I hosted that open house and I decided that I'm not even going to have people sign in because it's just so awkward. It was so awkward to me, and especially telling them, oh, the owner is requiring me to do this. That is not always true, and they know that. The visitors coming in know that. They know why you want them to sign in. Now, there is a caveat to that. With everything going on right now, it may be required that you have them sign in because of everything going on right now in the industry. If that's the case, yes, have them sign in. But what you want to do is have them sign in after they've taken a tour of the home and after you've had the conversation with them. It's okay to do that after because you're not going to start talking to them about any real estate, until they sign in. And then what you're going to do is you're going to just connect with them on a deeper level. You're not going to ask them about their buying needs yet because they know that nobody wants to be sold to. So when you come at them right away, talking about the whole real estate process, that's when they back off. That's when they don't want to talk to you. And that's when they just walk out the door. I know that you guys, it sounds counterintuitive because it's like, well, if I know that they're coming in and I know they want to buy a house, why wouldn't I talk to them right away about, what it is they want in a house, what their needs are, what they're looking for? Why wouldn't I want to do that? That doesn't make sense. And I know it doesn't make sense, but it works because what you want to do first is build a connection with them, build a rapport with them. And you're going to do that by asking them questions, not questions about what they want in a home. You're going to do that by asking them questions about them and their family. So over preparing, it's not the right way to do it. Handing out flyers, having all these goodies, spending all this money on promotional item, it just distracts from your real goal. And when you do this small shift in your mindset and in your approach, like asking the right questions, you're really going to learn how to develop that dream client connection. And I want to show you guys how to do this. I have the simple framework to do it. So I invite you guys to come in. Again, it's spring. So you're going to want to learn the strategies so you can really, really thrive in your real estate business. So I hope to see you guys in there. All the links are in my bio to join us and book those open houses and come back with an open mind. Hey, before you go, if today's episode gave you a new perspective or a little boost of confidence, I'd love to hear from you. Leave us a review on Apple Podcast. It means the world to me and it helps other agents find the show. And if you're ready to turn open houses into your #1 client generation activity, come join our community. You don't have to figure this out alone. I've got you. Click on the link in the show notes and I'll see you on the inside.